Hey guys, John Loxley here, back with our I was gonna say a blind playthrough of Shadowgate, but that's not true. So this is the NES Shadowgate. This was released in 1989. It itself is actually a port of the 1987 Apple Macintosh version of Shadowgate. Now, I wanted to do this because I'm gonna be playing next episode a blind playthrough of the 2014 remake of this Shadowgate. So I felt it was kind of important to go through again and refamiliarize myself with it. Now, the 2014 version is more of a reimagining than a actual remake per se. That said, it's still interesting, I think, to go through and see what's the same, what's changed, and just kind of familiarize ourselves with this one before we jump into the next one. This by itself also is, honestly, I recommend it. If you, can find it digitally on the net, maybe worth a download. It is not an easy game. It is about, it's sort of a puzzle game in the vein of like the Sierra or LucasArts adventure games. It makes a lot more sense than the Sierra ones typically do. But it's maybe not as accessible as the LucasArts stuff. So it's probably right in the middle, but it generally does try to give you clues and other hints as to what to do. You still might find yourself trying every command on every item if you don't know what you're doing. There's a reason Nintendo Power existed back in the day, and this is one of them. So, like I said, we are going to go through. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. If this is not your first time, welcome back. Now, something to know before we jump in is that there is essentially a time limit to the game. There's only a limited number of torches. Torches light your surroundings. Each one lasts for about 3 minutes. And so overall, you have about an hour. But if you know what you're doing, the game itself takes about half an hour. So it's not super difficult, and it's actually fairly forgiving in that respect as well, because every time you change rooms, it creates a sort of a checkpoint. So when you continue, you start as if you had just moved to the next room. So we're going to be dying a lot also because it doesn't show you, it's more of a text adventure, but it's still interesting to see all the different ways you can die. So let's dive in. I'm gonna take a sip of my beer real fast. It's a sour beer. Not bad, actually. All right, so Shadowgate, 1989. I think there was a bunch of other ports as well, but this, I believe, is the one that most people are familiar with. So, let's go. All right. File 1. Excuse me. The last thing that you remember is standing before the wizard Lackmere as he waved his hands. Now you find yourself staring at an entryway which lies at the edge of a forest. The druid's words ring in your ears. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded Warlock Lord will use his black magic to raise the Behemoth from the dark depths. Every time I hear the word Warlock, I think of the board game Hero Quest. The combination of his evil arts and the great Titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings, the seed of prophecy that was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil one from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Gritting your teeth, you swear by your god's name that you will destroy the Warlock Lord. So you can see our little menu here. It is, like I said, kind of a text adventure. It's more of a mouse control style, but, all in all, it's fairly accessible how they've done it. You have your different list of goods, you have your torch. It's a heavy wooden door with iron hinges. It's the skull of some creature. Its meaning seems quite clear. Death lurks inside. Well, let's go in, shall we? The door is open. It's the door leading into the castle Shadowgate. And you can either move on the picture or on the little thing itself. We got some eyeballs looking at us. That pitiful wizard Lackmere was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. The sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Alright, well, so we have a couple doors, and you can see the entrances and exits on the little mini-map right here. So we have a door forward, we have this little door right here, and then we have the way that we came from. So let's try and go forward. You have to open the door before you go through it. Well, that makes sense. What about here? You have to open the door. Let's try opening this one. Door's locked. Okay. The door is locked. Well, it's not great. We don't have a key. Where do we find a key? It's a torch. An oil-soaked rag is wrapped around it. Torch is in hand. Torch is in hand. Alright, well. Now the question is, where do we go? Because it's a beautifully woven rug. So, we don't have a key. What do you want to use this on? That's basically the use command. The rug quickly catches fire and burns away. I destroyed his priceless rug. Now, I don't know if you caught that. Let me do that again. It's the entrance to Shadowgate. You can hear wolves howling deep in the forest behind you. Watch when the screen transitions. It draws the background first, before it draws the things in front of the background. You stand in a long corridor. Huge stone archways line the entire hall. There it is. Open. Here comes Manny. You open the skull. It hadn't drawn the skull so it draws the background first and then it draws the skull. There's Manny. I need you to get out of the way because we're on a time limit. Why do you freak out when I move my chair? You are a weirdo, cat. Come here. Come here, you. Arr! Arr! You cannot escape. You jumped up here of your own will. Oh my goodness. Your belly is cute. Look at his belly! Okay, as if by magic, the skull rises. Oh, and there's a key. It's pink, and it has one nub, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Tine? Is it a tine? I don't know. Tines are on a fork. The key one is in hand. Let's take a look at the key one. I'm going to try and look at everything as well. Manny, settle down. That's good. It's a small iron key. Well, in that case... So whenever your torch is about to go out, it'll also alert you. The music will change to, well, you'll hear it in a second. We're gonna hear that a lot, actually. All right, use. We're gonna use the key one on the door. Click, the key worked. It unlocked the door. Excuse me. The stone walls seem uncomfortably close as you walk down the stairs. Hey, there's a book. Also, this torch looks a little bit different, right? There's something out of the ordinary about this torch, but you can't put a finger on it. Also, what is this little white thing in the background? It's a stone wall. Well, I guess I was wrong. It's an ancient tome. It seems that no one has disturbed its pages for centuries. Let's take the book. Oh no. When you remove the book from its pedestal, the floor collapses and you fall to your death. It's a sad thing your adventures have ended here. We're going to be seeing this guy a lot. Also, if you've actually played this game or you try and play it without the guide, you will see this guy all the time. Continue. So it puts us back as if we had just, like right before we had gone through the door. Now, I don't know if this actually counts against our torch time, or if it resets the time on the torch as well. I have no idea. So, let's try opening the book. The book is opened and examined. A rectangular hole has been cut out of the inside of the book. Well, and now it changes the card to the inventory of the book itself. So we'll first look at the key. Key 2. This key bears a skull. This must be a skeleton key. Right on, we'll take it. Key 2 is in hand. And then we'll close the book. We don't necessarily need to close it, but we will. Alright, take the torch. Torch is in hand. Now we have 3 torches. This one gets added to the bottom. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Move. Well, let's go this way. The stones in these walls were probably cut by the hands of enslaved mountain dwarves. Did they say the name of the wizard in this castle? I don't actually remember, but we'll open all the doors. The door is open. Door is open. Door open. Stone passage winds to an unseen end. Alright, so we have 3 options. A shark swims by as if patrolling this calm pool. The waters of this subterranean lake are as still as a corpse. It's a small brass key. A lime-covered skeleton stares at you through eyeless sockets. Well, there's our torch. You seem to be wasting your time. Let's see if we can take the key first. You can't reach it from here. Swimming the shark-infested pool would be suicidal. You can't reach... can I move to here? You can't do that. As you swim towards the skeleton, you feel the jaws of a shark grab you and pull you under. You curse yourself for using your body as bait. Even before the life has left your body, the lake will be filled with your blood. So, yeah, we're dead. Again. That's okay. I'm not gonna die every single way. But, you know, so obviously we can't take the key. Not yet, anyway. Let's open the door. Move. Water cascades over a subterranean cliff into a cool, clean stream. So we have this door right here. You can't do that. The way is blocked by a landslide, and even with your might, you cannot clear yourself a path. Well, this landslide looks like it occurred ages ago. It would take you months to clear it away. What's this dark patch? It is very dark. Cold water cascades down a cliff into a small stream. This stone is almost perfectly round. We'll take one. You can't take it. Oh, it's a little precise. It thought I was trying to take the ground, I think. The stone is in hand. See, there you go. There's your torch. Alright. We'll use torch number 3. Or, well, the torch is lit. Now we have 2 torches. See? It's, yeah. Let's look at myself. I don't know if I've ever done that. Thou art truly a brave knight. Oh, well, thank you. Right. Now, there's another thing, right? Is this right here where you can move, is this doorway covered by the landslide? But you can actually move behind the falls. It's not on the map. It's important to note that things aren't necessarily as they seem, or they don't tell you everything. They don't give you all the information. The walls in this room are much too close for comfort. The damp walls of this eerie cavern are rough and irregular. The rock is quite loose. Well, let's open it. It won't open. Let's try hitting it then. You hit the rock as hard as you can. Pow. Batman style. 1960s Batman. Whatever. The loose rock falls down as if hinged to the wall. What is this? It's a leather pouch. So you can actually just take the leather pouch and then open it in your inventory. Or you can just open it here, that way you don't have a whole bunch of clutter in your inventory. Bag 1 is open. The bag contains 3 large jewels. White gem, red gem, blue gem. We're going to leave the bag and we're just going to take the gems. Alright, so let's close it. We don't need to, but I like to be, neat. Alright, standing in a dark underground cavern. Let's go back. Still can't do anything about that key. This subterranean cavern has been carved by centuries of supernatural erosion. That doesn't make sense. Alright, enslaved mountain dwarves. This long, cold hallway is lined on either side by half a dozen coffins. Let's go back first. Can we go this way? Yes. You enter a cold room. The stench of flesh in decay pervades the small chamber. You begin to shiver. This room is really cold. Well, let's open this first. The door is open, and then we'll look at it first. It's a little ladder, but the door, okay, that's not super. Let's just try going down there. A broken fragment of a wooden ladder hangs from the opening. As you go down the trap door, you realize you took a big step. The fall is quite lethal. It's a sad thing your adventures have ended here. Yeah, this is going to take a bit longer than half an hour because I'm reading and because we're killing ourselves. But at least to continue is very generous. Alright, so we'll open this door. Door is open. Take some torches. Torches are life, by the way. Let's look at the pedestal. It's a large pedestal with iron trim. It's a small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. Alright. I believe it's the white gem. Yes, it is. The gem fits perfectly in the hole. A small crystal sphere magically appears on the stand. This crystal sphere is as cold as ice. Huh. Sphere is in hand. See, and look at this. We're already running low on torches. We're just gonna move in here first. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. You know what? Let's take the torch on the wall first. The torch is in hand. Oh no. Whoosh! Flames suddenly shoot from the dragon's mouth. Dragon flame engulfs your body. You pay for your curiosity with your life. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a great thing. Move. Fear grips you as you enter this hot room. See, the torch is low now, but it appears that a little bit of time got given to me. So, okay. This spear is some 7 feet long. The tip seems to be made of finely forged silver. It's a heavy shield. There are only a few dents on it. It's an ancient gnome warhammer. This weapon does not show signs of battle. This helmet seems to be a helmet of the sort commonly worn by hobgoblins. This is an extremely heavy iron-bound chest. It is securely locked. We can't actually open it. It seems to be the skull of some unfortunate individual. All you can see are two eyes in the darkness. They seem to be watching every move you make. Can I move forward? Let's try this. So the answer is no. If you move towards the dragon, it basically shoots you. It burns you. Which is bad. It's generally a bad thing. Alright. Moving on. Okay, so we're gonna take the shield first. The shield is in hand. You raise your shield just in time to block the dragon flame. That's the first thing you have to pick up. Then you're basically allowed 2 or 3 more things before your shield melts. So we have to do the hammer. Hammer's in hand. Again, flame spews forth. Use the shield for protection. It's getting hot. You don't know how much longer you can stand it. I think I can get another thing. Okay, so we survived that one. I think if we do another thing, we basically die. So you can actually leave the room, and then I believe you can just go right back in. And it resets your counter, so to speak. But it might just totally melt. We'll see. Okay. That's all we needed. Room stinks of rotten meat. There you go. I wondered when we were gonna... So, it's actually fairly... You have about 30 seconds to a minute, probably about a minute, before the torch goes out fully. You generally don't want to play around, though. When you hear it, do what you gotta do, and then light another torch. Torch is lit. Alright, so... we're gonna use the sphere on the water. You drop the sphere into the lake and notice the ripples disappear as the water turns to ice. Oh, that's cool. Key 3 is in hand. We don't have key 2 yet, but... so let's grab the sphere again. Oh, well. We can't actually take it at the moment, but we can use the torch. You put the burning torch close to it. The torch melts away the ice over the sphere, allowing it to float to the surface. Not surprisingly, the lake quickly refreezes. Because the sphere is super cold. Sphere is in hand, but you need the sphere for later. So. Alright. The walls, the floor, and the coffins are all made of stone. Well, in that case... lid of the coffin is open. As you open the tomb, a banshee flies out and emits an ear-shattering scream. You're all right, but it is very hard to hear. Well, let's try opening... oh, so it just goes back in, I suppose. Let's try this one. This green slime is quite disgusting. Green slime is very thick and is warm to the touch. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just try moving past it. You try to pass the slime, but it engulfs your body, dissolving it in seconds. That's no good. You die instantly. No pain, no nothing. You were slimed. There you go. Slime. Killer slime. Let's try opening some of these other ones. Let's try the last one. Nothing happened. What about you? Lid of the coffin is open. It's a leather pouch. What does it hold? Bag 2, copper coins. Hey, wait a minute, this is no gold coin, it's but a brass slug. What a royal rip. So it's copper that looks gold. It's fake. Fake coins. I'll take a... Oh, that's look. I'll take them. See, my torch is already going out. Let's see. Close the bag. Lid of the coffin is open. A mummy stands silently before you. We're just going to use another torch. Alright, and then we'll use the torch. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's look first. This carefully embalmed 6-footer stands straight and still. We're gonna light this puppy up. The mummy bursts into flames, leaving behind a scepter among the ashes. This jewel-studded scepter is truly made for a king. Well, we'll take it. Alright, let's move forward. This room full of mirrors reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King Otto's Fair. So what do we have here? Let's take a look at this hole in the floor. It is very dark. Let's try moving. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. You jump down the hole and, after a couple of moments, hit the floor. It seems you have broken both your legs. It's only a matter of time before you die. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Alright, so let's take a look. The mirror has a carved oak frame. This mirror throws back a fine reflection. The mirror has a carved oak frame. Strange that only the middle one reflects us, isn't it? This broom looks remarkably like the one owned by the sirens of the Isle of Yeklam Aret. Take everything. We're gonna take everything. We got the broom, and we have more torches, which is really helpful. Now, we can't actually do anything with the mirrors yet. We're basically kind of stuck at this point. Are you kidding me? We just lit a torch. What we can do is you can either open or you can hit this white stone right here. The stone falls away to reveal a secret passage. As soon as you enter the room, you see an arrow on the front wall. Alright, let's take a look at the arrow first. A finely crafted silver arrow is not uncommon in the Elven lands. Let's take it. Let's take the torch. Torches. You can't take it. I can't take either of them. Well, that's weird. Let's move. The ledge wasn't strong enough to hold you. You fall to the ground and land hard on your rump. Why can't I take the torches? Nothing happened. You moved the torch. It's a hidden door. There's a spiral staircase leading down. Right on. You stand at the edge of a deep chasm. From the darkness below arise the screams of the undead. This cave is hewn roughly in the chasm's wall. Well, let's take a look at these bridges. Judging by the intricate workmanship, this bridge seems to be quite sturdy. But that was a weird thing. The shabby bridge is held together with nothing but frayed ropes and rotten planks. Whoa! Excuse me, Manny. The ropes are indeed in bad condition. I'm sure they'll hold. As you reach the middle of the bridge, it collapses under your feet. The bridge won't hold you. You can't cross unless you lose some weight. Well. You know what? Save, just to be on the safe side. Well, okay, so we can't go over the broken bridge, but we can go over this other one. What's this? A wraith is standing in your way, barring your path. It's a shadow wraith, a hideous specter who eternally walks the line between life and death. What's this blue thing? This heavy cloak contains no frivolous adornments, such as pockets or a hood. Well. Torch. This is where you want to use the special torch. What do you want to use this on? You put the torch close to the wraith, but nothing happens. There must be more than one way to do it. Okay. Oh, and my torch is about to go out. The torch burns with a strange white flame. With a shout, you throw the flaming torch at it. With a blinding flash, the white flame engulfs the undead apparition. When you open your eyes again, the wraith is gone. There you go. Let's take the cloak. I don't actually know what this is. You seem to be wasting your time. I don't think it actually goes anywhere. Maybe it's just there. You don't actually go that way. Alright. Light up another torch. Yeah, you can't actually move here. It's too high for you to reach. As far as I know, like, I've never gone that way. And this is where we fell down before, from the mirror room. This small stone chamber is lined on one side by 2 barred portals. Can I, it's too high for you to reach. That's the hole in the ceiling that we fell through earlier. So we have a rope. It's a hemp of rope. Small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice that the ball is impossibly light. Small silver vial. What is it? It sure smells terrible. Ancient leather-bound parchment. Bottle 1. Well, what do you want to use this on? Self. As you consume the liquid in the vial, your body convulses and death spasms quickly follow. You know. Thing is, you have to try all this stuff when you're actually playing through the game blind for the first time. Maybe that's redundant. Anyway, so we'll take... we got the bottle 2. Got scroll 1. And we got the torch. Scroll 1. Scroll 1 is open. Your hands begin to sweat because of your extreme excitement. 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden blade. The last to invoke, the platinum horn. A riddle. It actually tells us how to beat the game. So, you know. But it'll come into play later. This sign reads Appor, which is rope backwards. But it didn't do anything. Appor, Appor, Appor. You got it. It seems to be some sort of magic word. You've learned 1 magic spell. You can also speak, and then click on the spell, but use or speak works. Spell was chanted, Appor. There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. Having stretched up to the hole, the rope stops moving. Well. Now we can go this way without dying. This room full of mirrors, yep. Oh, right. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because we're going to be dying here pretty soon. So the hammer is the only thing that will actually break the mirrors. Let's try this one first. As soon as you break the mirror, shards of glass fly through the air and slice into your body. Blood pours from your wounds and your body slumps to the floor. That's not good. Well then. Let's try the other one that didn't show our reflection. Oh, we never went back to the beginning. You have opened a magic portal into deep space. You are immediately sucked through. The lack of air causes you to quickly lose consciousness. The Grim Reaper quickly embraces you. Well. Right, so we ended up something about stone archway. The room is very cold. 2 bridges that span the chasm. Cold air rushed into this chamber from an opening some 10 feet above the floor. We never opened this other door. Click, the key worked, it unlocked the door. Oh, as you enter, you can see a sword and a sling inside. Well, it's a small leather sling. This would come in handy for long-range battles. It's a double-edged broadsword. The handle has druidic script written upon it. Both of those are going to actually be incredibly useful. See, look at that. We should be able to get to where we're going, though, I think. Oh, well, the torch, see, yeah. Your torch goes out with a fizzle. With outstretched arms, you move slowly, looking for a light. Suddenly, you trip over something. Smash! You fall face first to the floor. You just die. I mean, if your torch goes out, you just die. All right. Where's the hammer? So we're picking up a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, we do need most of it. Bellowing like some Norse god, you smash the hammer into the mirror. You shatter the mirror, revealing an iron door. Okay, key 3 uses that. And our torch still has a little bit more life on it, so that's good. This room is incredibly hot. This must be what the lower levels of Gehenna are like. The heat is unbearable, and you have to turn back. Well. Luckily, we have that cloak. Self. You try on the cloak and find it very unbecoming. It barely fits over your armor. Still, this isn't fashion, souls. It's so hot you begin to sweat profusely. The door is open. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind. A searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. Now you can try fighting this, but it doesn't work. You hurl the sphere into the fire below you. The Hellspawn flames quickly vanish as soon as the sphere touches them. With nothing to feed itself on, the fire drake immediately follows suit. Well, let's go. The sphere is what turned the lake to ice. That's why you need to get it back. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. As you step on the bridge, a troll appears and says, "This bridge is mine. It'll cost you a gold coin to cross." Well, we have the copper coins that look like gold. The troll says the toll has just been raised to 2 gold coins. troll shouts, "Hey, what's this? It isn't gold. Are you trying to cheat me?" The troll then picks up the bridge, causing you to fall into the chasm. He'll do it anyway. You actually get gold coins later in the game, and I think he does the same thing. He just takes the bridge. A sharp, cold wind whips up over the ledge of the deep, dark chasm. Okay. Unfortunately, the only thing we can do with him at this point is use the spear on him. The troll falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but do not hear him crash. I'm sure he's dead. It'll be no problem. Right? The moon casts a brilliant shadow over the grounds of the courtyard. The Cyclops stands before you, ready for battle. It's a finely crafted well made of stone and mortar. The teeth marks of water rats are evident on this rope. That's not good. The crank turns easily. At the end of this rope, there's a small bucket. Well, let's open the bucket and see what's inside. The bucket is open. There you go. There's your gauntlet. Or your torch. It's a gauntlet of silver plate. It bears the symbol of the circle of 12. We'll take it, and then we'll light the torch. Torch is lit. So, put the small stone in the sling, and then, because the Cyclops will kill you, then you have to use the sling on the Cyclops. As soon as you start twirling the sling, a magical influence takes over your body. You cry out, "Death to the Philistine!" and release the stone. Bullseye! So the Cyclops is down. You can almost see the stars revolving around the Cyclops' head. He is down, but not out. Well, let's finish him off then. You drive the sword deep into the Cyclops. Blood pours out of the wound and onto the grass. So he's dead now. It's a dead Cyclops. What do you expect after stabbing him with your sword? Fair enough. I don't know why you have to open every single door. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but there you go. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. Gotta take those torches. Alright. Man. You stand in a small library. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish this time. Whether it takes an hour and a half or not. Alright, so there's a map. This fine map of the lands of Tarkus is quite detailed, although incomplete. This book looks quite old. The words, "The Prophecy," is written upon it. Small hole in the wall, some 3 inches deep. It's a strong wooden desk fit for a king. There are a couple of drawers in it. It seems to be the skull of some unfortunate individual. Let's read these books. The bookcase is full, in front of you is full of books. Okay. This book's title is The Castle Shadowgate. You open the book and read it. The Castle Shadowgate is not the largest castle on Tarkus, but is the most powerful. The castle is surrounded by an impenetrable mountain known as Gatekeeper. Only members of the now lost Circle of 12 can enter it. It is said the walls of the Shadowgate themselves are quite alive. So we're actually in Shadowgate itself now. That first part up to the Cyclops was just the outer keep. It's full of books. You don't have time to read every one of them. Think of your quest. Is it just the yellow ones or what? This book's title is The History of the War. You open the book and read it. And when the Warlock Lord had finally gained power, he went up against the Great Kings. The Evil One would have succeeded if it were not for the Circle of 12. If he ever returns to power, Tarkus will not live to see the rising sun. This is a complete 12-volume set of the Encyclopedia Druidica. History of the war. Yeah, okay. This book's title is The Circle of 12. You open the book and read it. Circle of 12 was formed before most things began to be. Their names are Framus, Garland, Talatin, Ronlin, Talamar, Magnus, Wantave, Butwick, Tenmak, Sharnir, Lakmir, and Turger. The circle was broken when Talamar took a new name, the Warlock Lord. There you go. The book's title is Gods. You open the book and read it. And when these days appear, the people will call upon their gods, and there will be no answer. Nay, only he who carries the sword shall truly be given the scales to judge them by. The book's title is Westland. You open the book and read it. Areas not mentioned in this book are still not known to neither man nor elf. The chief borders are the Torland Forest to the south, the Westland Sea to the west, Swamplands to the north, and the Darken Range to the east. Ah, crap. What about... can I do this one? The book is opened and examined. The words are like none you have ever seen. Well, it's... I don't think we got all of them, but, you know. Let's take the map first. And the skull. There's a reason I'm taking all this stuff. We'll see it in a bit. Alright. It's an ancient leather-bound parchment. Small iron key. These glasses are worn. They've probably been used for a long time. Took the glasses, took the key, and we're going to take the 2 scrolls. The book is open. You can't read the strange writing in the book. Well, in that case, what do you want to use the glasses on? You try the glasses on and they fit perfectly. You can see very well. Wow, with these glasses you can understand and read what you could not before. The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. The seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, you must place the key. A bridge to from, amidst burning death, a demon to guard. Motari riseth. You've learned a magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the book quickly vanished. So that's another hint to the end of the game. Red. The bookcase slowly slides away, revealing a hidden passage. This room is dominated by a large fireplace set in a brick wall. Through this portal you can see the moon hovering over the darkened mountains. It is a globe mounted on a stand for display. It shows all the known lands. Looking closely, you can see a seam along the equator. It's a pewter goblet which glows with a lustrous shine. Kindling rests within the fireplace. This wooden bellows has stoked many a floundering fire. It's a black iron poker. It is used to stir the embers of an ongoing fire. I'm pretty sure even if you light the wood, your torch goes out and you die still, so... No, wait a minute, it's best if you don't do that. Really? Well, whatever. Scroll 3. Scroll 3 is open. Your hands begin to sweat. Lands under the heavens. The key to the world. Terra Tarak. You've learned one magic spell. As the spell was chanted, the scroll 3 quickly vanished. Scroll 4. You've read the scroll. To move the sun from far to near, light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. Alright, scroll 4 now vanished. So that's kind of, you know... We had something about the earth, a spell about the earth. Let's try that. Spell was chanted. Each of these spells only works in a specific location at a specific point. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. And every rug in the game you can actually light on fire and burn away. So, globe is open. Key 6, bottle 5. Small black bottle with a cork on top. It's a jet black skeleton key. We're gonna take, we'll just leave bottle 5. It doesn't actually do anything. We will take the bellows, the cup, and the poker. Alright. Bookcase in front of you is full of books. It's a long, drafty hallway with one flight of stairs, several open passages. It smells like a kennel in here, and there are no windows through which to circulate fresh air. Oh, there's a strange poisonous-looking liquid in the pot. It really stinks. Small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. You notice the bottle is impossibly light. This jar is extremely slimy. It's a silver vial. Small silver vial glows with a lustrous shine. Bottle is impossibly light. Empty test tube in a wooden rack. The steel mesh cage rattles constantly. A simple latch secures it. This horseshoe seems to have taken quite a beating. Lab animals can be chained to the stone while performing experiments on them. I guess we'll open this. You remove the latch and a mutated dog pounces on you. It looks like the doctor put something strange in the dog's water. Before you can do anything else, the mutation quickly rips you apart. You know, you die, obviously. So, we'll just save real fast, just to be on the safe side. So we're going to take the horseshoe, and we're going to take a couple more bottle 2s. Shouldn't need them. And then you also open the stone with the chain on it. You want to open. Or you use it, I guess. The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside it. The glass vial is filled with clear liquid. The sign of the cross is on it. Stone descends back into place. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. This exquisite marble fountain is shaped into the image of a sea serpent. From its mouth spews an acidic liquid. That's not good. It's a small wooden flute. It looks like it could make wonderful music. The bark on this tree shows no hint of disease, and its leaves are an awesome gold color. Well. What do you want to use this on? Kneeling down next to the fountain, you drink a handful of the acidic water. You can't even scream because you no longer have a throat, let alone a larynx. Yeah, don't drink acid. It's bad. Acid is not drinking liquid. So, we want to take the flute. But it's acid. You place the gauntlet on your hand. It feels like it was made just for you. With the gauntlet, you can take... By using the silver gauntlet, you remove the flute easily. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. Most of these items that you pick up are one-time use. It's a ring, set with a large black sapphire. The ring is in hand. small, stuffy laboratory. Alright, I think is it... No, it's not locked. Okay. I don't know if you noticed the rug was burned away. You're awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, crap. I think the sound just cut out for whatever reason. It does it sometimes on my games. I don't know why. I'm just gonna have to stop here. Maybe I'll make this 2 episodes. I don't know. It's... Can I go to the save thing just so it won't kill me in the meantime? I'm super annoyed. When this happens, I have to like shut down the whole computer and restart it. It's a real pain. It only happens... I mean, you know, coincidentally, not that I'm saying I'm using an emulator, but it only seems to happen with emulators, for some reason. I don't know why. Regardless, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I do recommend this game if you haven't played it before. It's, you know, don't... I mean, you know, you could try it, and then if you try a few things, and if you get lost, use a guide or whatever. It's not, you know, whatever. There's no need to get frustrated over it. Unless you really want to try. I mean, it's doable. It's doable. You just try everything, you know? So something I like to do with every episode is a unique daily positive moment. That way, you kind of... Most things are negative in the world, and so by focusing on a unique daily positive moment, you sort of reframe your mind to find the good in life. And that's what I try and do at the end of every episode. You know, typically you're actually supposed to do like 3, and you're supposed to write them down before you go to bed. But I find that 1, at least for these, is enough. For the, you know, these episodes is enough. So, what is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, I had this smoked fish that my buddy made. Put it on some saltine crackers with some cream cheese. It was amazing. Like, really, really good. I recommend it. You know, if you can get some smoked fish, smoked salmon, or... I think what we had was steelhead trout. But any smoked fish will do, I imagine. Just, you know, regular cream cheese on a little saltine cracker. Awesome. Good stuff. That's my unique positive moment. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. I do half apologize because I wanted this to be done in 1 episode, but, you know, talking... I read a lot faster than I talk, and so it just looks like it's not feasible. And I don't know why the sound cut out. That really... I don't know, it upsets me. But yeah. So anyway, I do hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.